Oh. Oh man. Just when I thought I could do it, it did it again. It's just the universe doesn't want me to be live. I don't know. I guess is that what you guys are all? Dang it anyway. I'll let y'all come back over and find me again. I don't know what alls I did is look at my the universe is your friend. I know, so it's telling me to get my ass off YouTube, right? Am I not paying attention to the signs that I should not be doing this? Isn't Forrest? Is the ghost of Forrest Fenn trying to tell me to shut the up? Shut up, Susie. For oh my god, you're so annoying. Why do you do this? What are you doing to everybody? Holy. Maybe I should just take some phone calls tonight. What do you think, guys? Forget trying to find the Blaze. I was writing down Blaze facts. And then rudely was cut off by the damn internet. Oh, God, Ghostbusters. Okay, hang on. And I'm wondering why I just didn't bring the whole damn bottle to my cave. Okay. Oh, thank you, Nomadic Man, for highlighting my name. Hey, is Davio in here? Hi, Davio. Damn confuzzers. Yep. Confusers. Page 61. Thank you, Nomadic Madman. Focus, Susie. Get to the point. Okay, right here. I am on 61. That's where I am right here. Okay. Well, for one thing, I underlined the word important. Because doesn't it seem like wherever Forrest says something important, when he writes the word important into his treasure hunting book, it might be important and we need to pay attention. Hi, all, I'm back. What did I miss? You didn't miss a damn thing, except for my internet or my stupidity. Either one of those things have messed up 2 live streams already. So now we're on the 3rd live stream. But in the meantime, I'm trying to refocus all energy on, we're going to find the Blaze. I'm reevaluating what Jack has said through his email. Jack Gets Mail, what he published and said about the Blaze. Pick that apart. Just keep picking at it and chipping at it and picking at it until we can figure it out. So we're making a list. And because I'm the ruler of my show, I say the Blaze can be found. Okay, Jack told us that there's a hint in the book to the Blaze. And I say that is looking for Lewis and Clark, somewhere in the Lewis and Clark chapter. That's just because we got to go somewhere. And this has a lot of blazy things about it, right? It has on page 58. It's his, it's this page. Page 58 is this one. And this is me and lightning. Lightning is a Blaze. Look at that mark on the horse. A mark on a horse, Forrest tells us, is a Blaze. And it's and then this picture of him napping on his horse, to me, this was always a hint to look quickly down, because when you take a nap, your eyes close and you look. That's your look going quickly down, taking a nap. Because it's so it's like, if you've been wise and found the blaze, look quickly down. Your quest to cease. It makes these two pictures connected to me. And this picture is where all you guys know that I could find where this says 7, 5. Do you see that? And I don't know, and it looks like it could say 7.5 right here. Okay, 7.5, which is a type of a topo map, or a size of a topo map. And this is the chapter where he, right here, says, those words are, we got a map. And we got a map of the. We got a map of the. And then you turn the page, and then it says 60. So this is a treasure hunting book. You can't read it like a normal book. And Forrest gives us hints to his cheeky style of not following rules when it comes to writing. Like in $17 a square inch, where he takes his, where he includes a period at the bottom of a page right before, that doesn't have any words on it. A page without words has a period at the bottom twice in this book, and probably more, but I just haven't found them all, or because he's just so cheeky. And of course you guys all know this, but I can't help it. It's Eric Sloane, and I can't help showing it off, and I can't help showing it again. Right there's a period. And so right here, there's a colon, not a semicolon, but a colon. And then he lists all these different books of Eric Sloane, and then he put a period right above the page number. So we know he tells us he's a rule breaker, and he's pointed out in interviews that he did that in his books. And I think he pointed that out because he wanted us to notice it and look at it more and think about that more. And so I think the way these pages break, some of them, or it might be a reason that he wrote, and we got a map of the, turn the page, Gallatin National Forest. That really would come in later. That would really come in handy later on. That's painful. So do we know if the Gallatin? Okay, I'm gonna look up on my phone. I'm gonna ask Google. Hey Google, where's the Gallatin National Forest?
Here's a map of Gallatin National Forest, Montana, 59027.
Oh, Google says it's in Montana, not in Wyoming. Ask, hey Google, is the Gallatin National Forest in Wyoming?
Here you go.
Okay. It's located in south central Montana, and it has portions of both the Absaroka, Beartooth, and Lee Metcalf Wilderness area within its boundaries. National Park, Montana. Okay, well, so why did Forrest tell us about a map of the Gallatin National Forest in his treasure hunting book, that doesn't help us at all. So if it's not about a map of the Gallatin National Forest, if this chapter is not here to introduce us to, okay. Hey, Google, who is Jack Stoof?
Here are the top search results.
It says Jack's Tooth, Tooth. No. Oh. I'll try. Hey, Google, who is Jack Stoof?
These came back from a search.
No, it searched Jack Stuff. Google doesn't know how to spell Stoof. Oh, I'm sorry, Google. Stop. Shh.
Stools is spelled Stools.
How do I make it quit listening? Shit. Oh, God. Never mind. Jack's Tooth. Cheers to Jack's Tooth. Jack's Stool. That was next. Oh my God. Okay. K-Pro, Susie asked who found Forrest. Okay. Hey, Google, who found Forrest Fenn's treasure chest?
Jack Stoof. According to the New York Times, the student, Jack Stoof, 32, discovered the stash of gold nuggets, gemstones, and pre-Columbian artifacts on June 6 in Wyoming. The grandson of the now-deceased antiquities dealer Forrest Fenn wrote on a website dedicated to the treasure.
Well, then it must be true, everybody. Confirmed. Fact. So say they. So say the New York Times. The New York Times. That's the news source. So, I mean, and then the next article is Outside Online. Hey, Google, who is Susie Fenhaven?
These are the top results.
You know what it says? Susie Hammock. It showed the results for Susie Hammock. Oh my God. I'm glad I can entertain myself because thank God it didn't go. I would have been mortified. I do not want to know. I do not want to know what Google has to say about Susie Fenhaven. No, quit listening to me. Damn it. Dang, Susie makes me smile. I'm glad Gabriel. This is more fun than those other reindeer games. I want to be a dentist. Work on Jack's tooth. Oh, choose y'all. I wager one Jack and I'll raise you a banana. Who is Susie Hammock? I don't know, but there was an obituary for her. That's not funny. Oh my God. Look at all these blueberries. I got it in my wine glass. That's ridiculous. Oh my God. Breaking news. I did not win the Mega Million. Oh shit. I should find out if I'm going to text my sister and find out if we're rich. Okay, where did I go? I'm going to go back. To find the blaze. Oh, I have other clever things about this. Because I'm looking when I'm staring at and just trying to think of how to. I'm sure that I've already explained this stuff to you guys, and it's exhausting to even think about or hear. But the postmark, it says SEP for September. Well, it's an abbreviation. It's missing the ember or EM. Yeah, T. How do you spell it? SEP. TEMBER. Well, it's ember at the end, and so is December. Ember. There's an ember. And so on that on the War for Me chapter, that postmark is December. Well, it's DEC, and it's missing the ember. That's another one missing an ember. But this one happens to be on the where I think the blaze is. And so if this is the ember missing it's one of the embers, that's a different way to look at the blaze. I mean, starting a fire with an ember or a smoldering fire, you get okay. You guys, what do you think? K-Pro, with the email about it not being able to grow back, that rules out trees for the blaze, right? Yes, that's right. And where did my little piece of paper go where I was writing all the blaze rules down? Where did it go? God, I'm so bad. Here's another piece of paper, though. We'll start over. I'll just write the blaze again. And what were the blaze rules? Not a tree. Because it can't grow back. Well, wait a minute. Think about that. What if it was a mark on the tree? That can't grow back, but a tree can grow back, So it still could be a mark on a tree because that could never grow back. Can't rule out a tree. Can't rule out a tree using that logic. Right? Is that what greed, K-Pro, no trees unless it's petrified, which it could be. Yeah, what did he say? He did say something about not being able to grow back, but I don't know exactly. William Sparks says, Susie, why would Jack drive to Santa Fe with the chest from Wyoming? I don't think Forrest Fenn would put anybody in danger. They went through the chest where it was found. I don't think so, William. I think it makes the most sense, and I think that's exactly what I would have done as well. Is if I was in Wyoming with the chest and I had to rent a car, I wouldn't drive home with it. I would drive immediately to Forrest Fenn. I would be like, but I would also stop along the way and spend a night in a hotel room and spend a night with that chest before it's like once the whole relief of having the chest, you got all the time in the world to get, except for the panic of having all that, if you have it with you in your car, then you have that all to lose, you know? Um, so the relief of getting it someplace safe would be, and so, yeah, absolutely go right to from Wyoming, spend the night halfway somewhere in Colorado, whatever. Um, bring the chest in the hotel room in that same backpack that it was in, that he dug it out of the forest, took it out in. He showed us his what he carried it out in. He showed us a picture of that with his last Jack Gets Mail. Let me look at oops. The real question is, why on earth leave it in Santa Fe? Because, well, what makes sense to me also, if this was me and I live in Minnesota and Jack is from, what did we say, Michigan? No, or Missouri, Michigan. One of those. It's still, heartland, same as me, Minnesota. What's the damn difference? I would go to Forest with it and make sense leaving it in Santa Fe, because then I would be so. Can you imagine how he felt? How you would feel after days, after actually finding it? The exhaustion, the exhilaration, the holy shit, the oh my gods, the all of it. It would be so overwhelming. It would be what I would want I would want to have put it in. The cat just walked in. I know. Hello. I see you. I would want to put it in a safe place, and then I would want to get my ass back home and just be home and freak out. Holy crap. Get back to my life, get back to my home base and go, oh my God, pace around my house, freak out, figure out what to do. I also would have had, I would have put slap that dragon bracelet around I would have put the necklace on. I would have took some of that treasure with me, definitely, because it wouldn't have, you need a reminder. I would have needed a reminder constantly that it was real. That really did happen. I really found it. It's real. It's like, oh my God. And the pictures wouldn't be enough. I would want to keep that something. Throw a couple gold coins in your pocket and, but I also would want to, well, no, because what I would do, you're right. I mean, I would be exhausted from Santa Fe if I'm leaving Forrest Fenn's house and I just need to go home. I would want to get on an airplane and not give a shit how much it costs, fly out of Santa Fe, whatever, to home, back to the airport. Obviously, he flew from Missouri. Where is he from? Michigan. Let's just say Michigan. Say he flew from there and rented a car in Wyoming. When he landed in Wyoming or Montana and drove into Wyoming, however he got into where he got in Wyoming, he obviously flew and then rented the car there. Makes most sense to me. That why would he rent a car in where he lived, and then drive all the way there? That doesn't make sense. It makes more sense that he flew, rented a car, then drove the rent-a-car down to Forest, left the rent-a-car, at the airport, like you do. It's not a big deal. You can leave a car wherever, and then took the next flight from Santa Fe back home, and left and just stuffed a few of the treasures in his pocket, or and traveled by airplane home from Santa Fe, leaving both the rent-a-car and the chest itself, the actual 10 by the bronze, the actual chest itself for sure. And, most of its contents in a bank, assumably, in a safety deposit box in Santa Fe. I don't see why. I don't think that's, it would just be it's too risky to have that shit sitting under your bed or whatever, or in reality, you can't, if you don't have, it's Forrest Fenn's treasure. Oh my God. You need to not just have that hanging out in your house, a normal person. If you're Forrest Fenn and you have your own vault, for God's sakes, then yeah, but he had to know nobody was close to leave it and not worry. I think so too. I think it was just like such a feeling of it's it, it's over, it's it, it's done. I mean, I agree, K Pro. Totally new thinking, in my opinion. Mira, I don't know how to say your last name. Riordan. So Riordan. Anyway, sorry about that. William Sparks. That's what I'm saying. Where the safest place to have the chest, Susie, you are making my point. Safest place to have the chest is in a safety deposit box. And yeah, just take your favorite things. Take that olive jar. I would have took the olive jar, man. Oh, I would have opened it. But it is right. Whoever said before, it would have been best to put it in left it in the chest with the safety deposit box, or otherwise it would have been too tempting to. Or I wonder if Forrest just told them or gave him another copy of it, or and told him, don't open it, I will just tell you, or here's the transcript of it, maybe. Oh, that's exciting to think about. Does Jack really know the contents of the olive jar without him ever having to open it? Do you think Forrest shared that? Gallatin goes, I honestly think he took it, but had to say otherwise. What are you guys talking about? Took what? No way. There is something we don't know. Some way Jack knew nobody would get it before he went back. Doesn't make sense. Well, okay. So what does that say about the location, though? Is it something to do with the location that made him certain? Was it something to do with why he contacted Forrest and asked permission? And that, what that all of a sudden sparked my memory. At the Cody Museum, Forrest has a Joseph Henry Sharp collection of artifacts and clothing, some of that Native American that the Native Americans that he painted, the people that he painted, the clothing that they were wearing in the painting. Forrest has some of that stuff, so you can match a shirt to an actual painting, to a person, to a, it's like all this. But there's a collection that is at the Cody Museum that in order for you anyone to look at and get access to the collection, you have to have Forest Fen's permission. You have no other way of getting able to look at the stuff except for getting permission from Forest Fen. Like, you have to ask the museum, hey, I want to see this. And the museum is required to contact Forest and get his permission before they let anybody in. That was one of my very first, when I first started really diving in, that was one of my theories of that whole thing of there being some sort of a gatekeeper like situation, and using the Cody Museum as a gatekeeper, because I heard a story, Forrest tell that story of how that's how you had to get access to his stuff, is by request. You have to fill out paperwork and not just, or fill something out, get permission. Anyway, what do you guys think of that? Yep, it would be insane to drive across multiple states home with that treasure chest. It would be stupid. Dirk, you are absolutely correct. It would not be a good move. Oh my God. There's so many things that could go wrong. Car accidents. I mean, whatever, it's too much to think about, but that didn't happen. And Jack told us that it's in Santa Fe. He just left it at, left it with Forrest, or after he left Forrest or whatever, after that whole situation where they had those pictures taken, and they were puzzling, isn't it? What's puzzling is this is the third live stream and I still have 29 people found me. Oh God. Oh man. But this is good, you guys. It's so fun to talk about. But I'm getting tired, so I can't decide if I should kick it up a notch and just should I get another glass of wine and take some phone calls? Or should I just shut up and drink my 7-Up, go to bed? You guys take a vote. Do you want to hang out? Wine. K-Pro votes for wine. Okay, so somebody just honked the horn out the window. I heard a horn honk. They voted for wine. Okay, you guys. I'm going to put you on mute, and I'm going to run and grab that bottle and just bring the whole damn bottle. Okay, see you in a minute. The fancy wine with the screw on lid. Was the cat keeping you guys entertained? This is what wine I'm. Oh, wait, this way. Can't see it. Doesn't matter. Cheap, crappy wine does the trick. That's all that counts. What are you doing, cat? I can't figure. Okay. Here I found my piece of paper that I wrote. There's a hint. Okay. Have to check. I'll have to check. Hi, because I can. Are you working right now? Are you on break? There's another file that might help unlock them. I still think a wise searcher could find the damaged blaze. Okay, you guys want to talk about that? What a natural causes damaged the blaze. There's a lot of things that could go wrong naturally. And fire is my earthquake, just because of the location. They have earthquakes in Wyoming, Earthquake Lake. I mean, that's it. The whole Yellowstone area is one giant volcano, isn't that it? That's why all the magic of Yellowstone is because it is a volcano. Look at me knowing stuff about Yellowstone because of Horace Penn. Okay. F listed the issues in our interview. Oh, the issues that I know. And so, what could have damaged it, right? I know. Well, you got in here. Okay. Hang on, cat. You can get out. You got in here. Okay. Sorry. Oh my God. A falling tree could damage. Yep. That's true. A tree could have been the blaze and fell. A tree could have fell over and damaged the blaze. The blaze was something else, but a tree fell on it and ruined it. Or the blaze could be a shadow or a light, the way the light, you know what I mean? And that could be damaged by all sorts, you just gotta, have, this is imagination is where that comes in. Mira, did you get the hint I gave out earlier? X marks the spot. You giving out hints? I missed it? Gallatin Coast. I was in the garage when the earthquake hit. It was centered near Sun Valley, I think. What earthquake, Nomadic Madman? I'm missing the look up the definition of blaze. I'm sure I have. Oh, I better not do it on my. Oh no! I'm tempting fate by using my computer to do anything. Okay. I'm going to look up. Definition of. Oh, I should have just asked. A very large or fiercely burning fire. Used in a various expression of anger, bewilderment, or surprise as a euphemism for hell. Go to blazes. Double blazes, screams Bill Gorman. He ain't wrong. Those were the nouns. The verbs. Burning fiercely or brightly. 2. Fired repeatedly or indiscriminately. He went in with guns blazing. Repeatedly or indiscriminately. Whoops, more definitions. Achieving something in an impressive manner, she blazed to a gold medal in the 2,000-meter sprint. Hit with impressive strength. He blazed a drive into the rough. There's a golf reference. Or it just says hit with impressive strength. Like, and here's phrases, like blazes, meaning very fast or forcefully. With all guns blazing, with great determination and energy, typically without thought for consequences. Oh, here's more. A white spot or a stripe on the face of a mammal or bird. A broad white stripe running the length of a horse's face. There it is. There's that one. Or 2. A mark made on a tree by cutting the bark so as to mark a route. Verb. Set an example by being the first to do something, a pioneer. Small firms would set the pace, blazing a trail for others to follow, is the example. So to set example by being first to do something, a pioneer. Oh my God, that made me think of Amelia Earhart's cabin in Wyoming. She was first to do something. She was a trailblazer. You know? Or here's another definition. Mark out a path or route. Tourists haven't blazed a trail to the top of this hill. A blaze is to mark out a path or route. So the blaze could be a trail marker. I mean, and it could be a real wooden trail marker, like an actual pounded in the ground this way to water. Water with an arrow. A wooden sign that says water with an arrow pointing. That could be a blaze. Oh, that was fun. Who gave me that idea to go look up blaze? Oops. There we go. Okay. And then it says the origin is mid-17th century, ultimately of Germanic origin. Related to German Blassi. pale. Also be probably to blemish. Here's more. Blaze, a verb. Of a newspaper, presented or proclamation news in a prominent, typically sensational manner. Pop stars and drugs blazed the headlines. A proclamation of news of a newspaper present. I swear to God, that's what it says. I'm reading the exact words. Of a newspaper present or proclamation news in a prominent, typical, sensational manner. I just read the words. I have a Kool-Aid mustache from red wine. Whoops. Okay, here's another one. It says the origin of the third example of the definitions of the word blaze are late Middle English, in the sense blow out on a trumpet, from Middle Low German or Middle Dutch blazon, to blow. Blow out on a trumpet. Oh, you blaze a trumpet. Okay. What does blaze mean? It says people asked. I bet these Google, the algorithm for Google and the search results for this, looking up blaze, definitely has been influenced by Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. Undoubtedly that he influenced the search results. Don't you think? A blaze is a bright, strong flame. A raging fire is blazing. You can also say other types of shining, like with talent, are types of blazing. The greater the blaze, the harder a fire is to put out. You can also use this word for other types of brightness or shining. Well, there you have it. Now we solved that problem. We didn't solve crapola. Okay, let's go back. Because boy, I feel like I'm getting extra smart the more I drink. Richard Rutherford. Turquoise mine was a hint. You know what that makes me think of, Richard? You mean this picture right here? And it says author signing. What does it say? Author signing books at the turquoise mine. Period. Right here, if you look really close, it says the Galisteo. And if you look at the very first printing of the Thrill of the Chase, that the word Galisteo, the Galisteo that's in this photo, was not there. It was blurred out. It was not a part. And so why was that added back in? And then I found out that the Collected Works bookstore is on Galisteo. I mean, that's the address of the Collected Works bookstore. I'm 99% sure. Things are getting fuzzy now that I've been away, but I'm 90. It's like on Water Street, Water or Agua Fria, or yeah, it's off Water and Galisteo. I don't know, but that made me think that collected, and then being that the only place you could ever purchase this book was the Collected Works bookstore, that was always kept drawing me back to it being where warm waters halt. Something to do with the name of a street, the street names, because when you are actually, looking at a map, you need a principal starting point. And everybody's principal starting point in the thrill of the chase was the Collected Works bookstore. We all started at that bookstore. No matter how you got your book, that book started there. So, and I think that was totally intended by Forrest to be a red herring. In the chase. Obviously, we know now it was not in Santa Fe or near it or anywhere in New Mexico, So, but he loved the attention that those red herrings that he stuck in this book to bring people to Santa Fe and to New Mexico. It worked. It totally worked. He advertised full page color for Santa Fe by doing the chase. And the color he used was gold. And brilliant. That's just well done, sir. Well done, you. Dang, man. But remove it. Now we can remove it. We can remove all that noise and that extra wonders. Now that we know that it was in Wyoming. So what made me think of, the blazing a trail. A trailblazer is a person that's the first to do something, and that was Lewis and Clark, the first to do the map. Not really. I mean, the Native Americans they did it for thousands of years before, but I mean, so they were trailblazers as far as they were the first because they really did. They documented the trails, the new trails that were blazed. They saw Yellowstone Park and were like, what the hell is this? People are never, ever going to flip and believe us when we tell them what we just saw. They're never going to believe that water shooting out the old faith and those blue looking. I mean, what? That waterfall. I mean, wow. And I've never even been there, by the way. Of course, you all know that. But okay, so they're trailblazers, as is Amelia Earhart. As is like all the art all the art he handled. A lot of trailblazers, as is Forrest Fenn. Dang, you guys. Oh, I miss the chase so much. It just makes me think of how much I miss it being alive and real and a thing. And it's not. And that sucks. Drink. Kool-Aid mustache. Okay, you guys, derail me because I'm getting sad. I need to laugh. Somebody needs to call. Quick, the phone's ringing. Ring, 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 ring. Oh shit! It's Cynthia Meacham. Ring, 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 ring. Oh my god, I'm afraid to answer it. Oh no. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Susie Fenhaven. Please leave a message after the tone. Beep. Yep. I'd rather take pretend phone calls than think about the chase being over. Shit. I'm glad you get me. Oh. Galaxy says no place for biddies, no place for the meek. Meek equals biddable. Okay. So what does biddable mean? I mean, can you put that on a map? Galactic goes, I had a video up, but it doesn't not explain what you are looking at. We have a project in the works. Toby's playing games. Oh yeah, his game night in Toby's world. Susie, are you going to Yellowstone in your birthday suit? Oh my god. That's a horrifying thought. But I would go to Yellowstone for my birthday. And wear a suit. I can always read her lips, and it's not good for Jack. What? Yes, Goodellcon. I thought you had a channel. Yeah. And Goodellcon has a whole bunch of footage of stuff. Of Fembrie. The last Fembrie. William Sparks says Forrest Fenn had to draw a map every couple of years to draw water from I don't know how to say that word. Ace. Ooh, I don't know. And submit to the state. Oh yeah. That means the mother water, or like the headwater where. Wow. Who wait, I gotta go back. Who said that? William Sparks. Had to draw a map every couple of years. I know that's a big deal. And I know it's like a sacred place up in I suppose it is all over. But in Taos, I don't know. I should shut up when I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry, Hula, I keep forgetting. We form opinions only on given information. Hi, Meat Man. Nice to see you. Ring-a-dingy. Phone rings again. Oh, who's calling this time? I think kicking ideas is good. Me too. It's been very interesting, to say the least. What has Goodellcon? What do you got cooking up? Dream. Some listen. Dreamcatcher. This is why I haven't been a part of the community. No one listens. Who's not listening? What do you have to say? Say it again. Dreamcatcher. I'm looking for what you. I'm going back up in the chat to see. I don't see ya. Say it again. Teachers with ropes. Also, Gallatin Coast says there is something to that illustration. Is that with Troy? Who's Troy? Ola B. Gates. Brian Gates. No, that would mean Jack was there, and he was not. So I heard. Jack was where? Jack Gates. Oh, yo, Huli. It never hurts to talk about it. Jack was not there, in my opinion, at the finale. Oh. Well, K-Pro would know. Now that she knows what Jack looks like, I mean, she would know. I think. I don't. Oh, Jesus Christ. K-Pro. Okay, I was just saying follow the story of the bracelet. Or he could have been there and been a weed layer. Been observing from afar the shenanigans. And not been in the fray. Beginning and end. Alpha Omega. It's the biggest part of it, says Dreamcatcher. It's the biggest part of it. What is the biggest part of it? Penn F. Forrest never said that, in my opinion. Who's Penn Quinn? Has Jack ever said Forrest? What does that say? Has Jack ever said explicitly told him that he didn't want the location known? That seems like a new narrative Jack is pushing on us. Correct. You are right, Penn Quinn. I call BS on that excuse. Forrest never said that. Forrest was explicitly asked in interviews if he was concerned about people having the treasure found and people knowing about his final location. And Forrest said, he said he wasn't worried about it. It wasn't going to be an issue. He didn't consider it an issue. And so it does seem like this is a narrative that Jack is pushing on us as an excuse to buy time, either kick us down the road, and give us, because the story is being built and it needs time and the treasure needs to be dispersed or go where it's going. And that takes time. But yeah, it's hard to determine the real from the BS. Okay. Susie, did you get the scrapbooks? Do you mean, did I copy them off of Dale's website before his website went down? No, I didn't. I have Too Far to Walk and both versions of Once Upon a While. And that's it. And I don't know. I mean, do I think there were, I'm having flashbacks of certain ones that were published, but not in either or any of those books. Yeah. Do I regret that? Yeah. Did I know it knowingly? No. And in fact, you know what? I've never even been to Dale's website in the last 2 months to even know, or, the last time I went there was the Jack Gets Mail and access that a few times, but that's it. I mean, There are some really good scrapbooks, like the one with the phone cord and where he talks about his twisted phone cord, and he showed that picture of the keyboard and that. I do think I swiped those photos though. I did swipe. Never mind. I didn't do anything. I didn't swipe nothing. Dirk, it's an email on Chase Chat, and I confirmed from Forrest it was a real email. What, K-Pro? What are you guys talking about? Dirk and what? Hooli, I did not know by November 2020, and said it was up to the finder. He did know by 20 November and said it was up to the finder. Yeah, he changed his tune, but why? Because that wasn't the original narrative. It wasn't. He said he wasn't. He was like, not worried about it. Don't care. And that's what he said early on with the it seems like it was Lorraine Mills. Like he said that in Lorraine Mills. And he also said that at like Moby Dickens or Collected Works, one of those other interviews. It seems like. You guys know that I'm not making that up. I mean, right? Hooli says things changed with time. But why? Lucky Digger, I can send you the scrapbooks. Oh, you can? Do you have them stored externally, like a cloud thing, or how is it? Is it a giant file? Can my little lame what is this called? Chromebook with no hard drive? I'm typing in my rfecky@gmail. That would be awesome. Plus, I knew that the community was right on, and if I needed them or wanted them, one of you lovely people, just like Lucky Digger, would offer to send them to me, because you know what? Us searchers are good like that. There it is. Hooli. Okay, wait. What's up, Richard? With the yellow bikini. Yellowstone is the new safe word. Got the scrapbooks too. Hi, very important. How are you tonight? Nice to see you. Did you see the other 2 shows I tried to have and deleted? I wonder what that looks like. You can't subscribe to yourself, so you don't get to see what your subscribers see. But I can imagine that you got 2, because I couldn't figure. I deleted both those other shows, you guys. They were stupid. Just stupid. Well, no, that's not true. First one I marked private because it was just, I didn't know how to end it. It just froze, and I ended up with the stupid look on my face. I was like, it just froze. It was great shit. And then, so I just shut my lid after I talked for another good 20 minutes to nobody and didn't realize that there were only 4 people in the room. Okay, and then my next one, I don't even remember what happened, what went wrong there. Oh, I tried to look at my email and reload it, and then it froze and whatever. But now I've been on successfully for 1 hour and 10 minutes. And I see 31 people here. Thank you, 31 people, and 1 thumb up. Okay. It's almost midnight. Oh, you good night, night owls. Good night, Brian Gates. We are night owls, and I know it's time. It's time to go to bed. I'm getting tired. I can't keep on thought. I'm gonna dream about the blaze though. I'm gonna keep thinking that on that train of thought. And because it really feels like, even though Forrest said you can't start at the blaze and find it, you can't just go out looking for a blaze and find it. You need to know the area. But I think if we just like stew on all those things we've learned over the years about what Forrest said about the blaze, what Jack has said about it, and how we know that the poem leads you to an area, and that area is a forest, and that forest contains the blaze. The blaze was damaged. We don't know. There's more than one blaze. Several things could be ablaze. There's a hint to the blaze in the book. Well, that's a lot. Message retracted. Susie, that is what a blaze is, a dream. Okay, well. Night all. Dream catcher. I like that idea. I want to dream about blazes and catch that. Oh, I'm knocking stuff over. Oops. Okay. Susie, sound is too loud. What? I didn't do anything to the sound. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to end it, you guys. Thanks for sticking in with me, and third time's a charm. That's how I know you guys are all diehards, is we're still here. It's damn near midnight where I am. And this is my third try. So it was great seeing you. Good night, all. I'm pushing buttons and doing this reel. Hey, I will see you. Guess what, though? Next Friday, I will be in Vegas, baby. Oh. Okay, I'll keep you guys posted what's happening there. Okay? Good night.